Welcome back for further discussion on the historical development of technology. Further, with the earlier stage, we talked about the Stone Age period, where man was regarded as a gatherer, he was a wanderer, he could just gather stones and whatever, and eat raw food, food that has not been cooked. And later, the fire was discovered. So, from what we can deduce from this Stone Age is that the key thing that came up was writing technology and drawing technology, in which now we give credit to the early man. For them, they are the founders of the discipline. Okay, so further we said that use of stones, the use of pebbles, slates, and all other counting sticks, bottle, became most people, learners got interested as we are advancing now from the Stone Age period, now coming further and developing, and we saw establishment of primary schools, and these primary schools were regarded as the replicates of the early man, Stone Age period. So they become so people now gotten interested. I need to go to school. I need to learn. I need to know how to draw. I need to know how to write. So during this period, very few people, of course, had access to education. Okay. So, and this education was basically for the rich, the elites. The elites, we say those people that are special, VIPs and so on, rich people. This was during this period. Only few individuals in the society could be educated. Okay, and then people in the society now started developing strategies on how those who had acquired a bit of knowledge become educators, and now they said, what do we do for us to make money, to provide services to the community or to the society? Then a few individuals, they could afford to hire services. So some teachers could teach, some sons and daughters in their homes. Now, what did this result? It resulted into the move from one place to another. Some teachers started now moving from one point to another to provide the teaching services and collecting money for the service that has been rendered to the learners. At that stage, there was a monopoly of knowledge. Knowledge was just limited to a few individuals. A few people that I remember I spoke about the rich people, the elites. Okay. So after that, evolution or that development, now we went to another stage. The another stage that we went to is the age of books and chalkboard. Okay. Be attentive. We must ensure that when I ask a question or somebody asks you a question, what is the historical development of education technology? You should be able to highlight the Stone Age period and the age of the book and the chalk. So we are on the second stage of development of the historical development of educational technology. And this is the age of the book. So during that time, many people got interested in learning. This became obvious that one-to-one teacher-pupil interaction was key. Okay, since many got interested in school, in trying to learn. Okay, so what did it do? Those people that were educated at that time now, they had to assemble students, they had to assemble learners. So you guys, you want to learn, you want to teach you mathematics, can you gather here? I will teach you mathematics. If you want to learn English, I will teach you. This was the period. So this paved way the assembly of students at a place where the teacher could attend to them simultaneously. So if there are 10 learners, then the teacher could be able to attend to them, all of the 10 at once. So this resulted to the effect of the group communication and the invention of the chalkboard, which was popularly known as the blackboard. For us, I don't know whether we still have blackboards in schools, but I remember we used to have blackboards, and the teacher could use a chalk to teach us, to sit in class. So this is what we are talking about. This is the age, the period when these activities were going, the teaching and learning processes. So in 1456, Johann Guttenberg developed a printing machine. You know, scientists, as I was saying earlier, as I was speaking earlier, I was saying that in each field, there are people that now work, there are people that carry out research, there are people that provide the gaps. They identify where the gaps are, and they say, what do we do to bridge the gap? Okay? So, in 1456, Johann Guttenberg developed a printing machine which was, printing first documents. Okay, the first document. They printed the Bible, the Bible that this man with the same machine that was developed. The Bible was developed. So, with this invasion that came, we saw the art of printing spreading in many societies, in many communities, because books were produced, because printing now became the main activity. So there were many books that were produced. I remember in times, in previous times, I think 1990s, 1960s, or 1970s, most of the schools had libraries full of books. Okay, each school would not have a library. Each school had a fully stocked library. Okay, so this is the period we are talking about. So with the information started now to explode in many areas. There was widespread of awareness, and there was this knowledge acquisition. So many people got interested in this period, because many people got interested in trying to learn what is new things are coming. When new things are coming, many people got interested. These phones that we have today, when they started coming, the mobile phones, people are running. Even today, people run. They want to have a smartphone. Why? Because it's a modern tool that we use it for teaching. So many people got interested in learning. Thus became obvious that one-to-one teacher interaction was a situation prior to the invention of the printing machine. Okay, so after the printing machine, more people start learning, more people start gathering, and then we saw the teacher standing in front and writing on the blackboard. So the resultant effect was people started to emerge. More scientists started to develop. Okay, so the board was served as the central point of focus. So each time we were sitting, you remember when we were sitting in a class, we could sit there and watch the board, and then the teacher is teaching there and is writing there. So it was served, a board is served as the central point. Even today, like in many schools, we still have blackboards. Teachers are using blackboards and chalk. Okay, there are quite many, but maybe as we are advancing right now, these online systems that are coming with these pre-video recording and everything, we shall see that maybe these blackboard, they might phase out in future. So this is key. So to provide the teacher, to write down. So the board was used. Teachers could write on the board, draw diagrams, symbols, and everything for the student to understand.